My teeth are going to kill me. I'm really scared. I've let my teeth get to a point where I truly don't know what to do. I get severe migraines from the pain I feel coming from my back molars, and I know I need to do something, but I simply can't afford any treatment. Even with insurance. Growing up, my parents didn't have very much money, so going to the dentist was seen as a luxury. The few times I went was because there was an issue, not because of a routine cleaning. It also doesn't help that genetically, I'm predisposed to problems. At this point, I know I need to do something because it will only get worse, but I'm so scared of the cost. The few times I've saved up to go to the dentist, they've actually made it worse, and this just deepened my anxiety. I'm not trying to shift the blame at all, I know I should have done better. And while there is embarrassment about the state of my teeth, the real anxiety comes from the potential cost and the potential of more serious issues. What if something is wrong with my jaws? What if it spreads to my heart? Hooked up with a woman only to find out she was married after. She still wants to see me. Was working a party and one thing led to another. I'm young, 28, and she's older. Something along the lines of her needs not being met in her relationship when asked after I saw the ring. The messed up thing is that she wants to see me again and I want to see her again. Purely sexual for both of us. I'm stuck on my conscience and morals. Once you realize you're doing something wrong, but continue to do it, I feel like that makes you a bad person. And I don't want that on my conscience. What would you do? 25F, get off in bathrooms and now I've cramped both my right arm and leg. I'm extremely horny all the time. Been that way as long as I can remember. Growing up with family and then roommates, my most private times for masturbation have been in bathrooms. It's become a bad habit now, when I'm horny in the middle of the workday, that I got to the bathroom and make sure no one is in there and get myself off. Well, I'm not trying to confess to that particular thing because I've made my peace with it. I'm confessing that I spent 15 minutes getting off manually, or coming to the edge like 5 times then finally orgasming, and now my entire right quadriceps is cramping as well as my right hand and upper right arm. Send help, preferably someone as horny as me, gender doesn't matter, sexy and equipped with several vibrators, and a strap-on if it applies. Found out that my husband is secretly transgender, and I don't know if I can support him. Got married a few years ago, and I love the guy to death, but recently I was going through one of his boxes of old things and I found a lot of stuff that told me he was leading a very different life before I met him. A lot of things like women's clothes, corsets, and even hormone pills. I talked to him about it and apparently he tried to transition and gave up some time before we were married. He's still got issues and has admitted he secretly wants to transition, but is afraid of the consequences. I did some digging and found out that he wants implants and maybe eventually the full surgery. He only holds back for the sake of family. I'm also a little upset about it. It feels like I'm stuck in a situation where I should be supportive, but if he does it and I stay with him, my life will go in a totally different direction. I also wanted kids, and now I'm not sure how that would work out. It's a mess and I don't know what the best option is. I have a hard time talking to him about it. My dad is rich because he beat up a bully in middle school. My dad, when he was in 7th grade, saw a bully punch a kid repeatedly at lunch while the kid did nothing to stop it. My dad sucker punched the bully, knocked him out, and stomped on his head. The kid had a stroke and the family of the bully wanted to press charges. The kid's father was so grateful he paid for my dad's lawyers and they established a friendship that will lead to my dad finding an incredible job in MLB.